Hello guys, welcome to this class. We are going to be treating calculations in vectors, involving vectors. So this class and the next class will wrap up the lecture on vectors and scalars. So for in this particular class, we are going to be looking at some problems, then see how we can solve them. We'll be applying all the equations that we have treated so far in the topics on vectors and scalars. So please follow through, pay attention, and see how we are going to solve these problems so that you can apply them in your own in other problem that you see regarding vectors and scalars. So this is Noble Mind Science Tutors Online. We are bringing physics class direct to your very doorstep. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. Click on the notification button. Also give us a like, give us a thumbs up, give us a positive comment so that we can continue to upload quality videos, quality physics lectures to you. You can reach us through the WhatsApp number that is showing right on your screen. That's okay. I remain Otobo Michael. Get your writing materials, get your calculator because in this class we are just going to solve problems. We are solving problems after which I will give you questions that you will solve too. You can still consult your textbooks and solve more problems on vectors. So welcome to the class for today. Calculations involving vectors. Calculations involving vectors. So this is a problem. This question number one that we are taking is a jam question. The question says that a tugboat is traveling from Asaba to Onitsha across the river Niger with a resultant velocity of 20 knots. If the river flows at 12 knots, if the river flows at 12 knots, the direction of motion of the boat related to the direction of the water flow is what? Okay, so when you have a problem like this, the best bet for you to do, or the first thing for you to do, is to try to represent this in a diagram. Okay, so if you represent it in a diagram, you have that. Okay, so please make sure that your drawing is straight, even if my own is not straight. So assuming this is Saba and this is your Onisha. Okay, so this is your Onisha and this is where you are going to, and this is the direction of flow. So you have that the boat is traveling to Onisha, right? It's traveling to Onisha at 20 knots. 20 knots is like okay, it's 20 knots. I'll represent it that way. It's 20 knots, and then this is 12 knots. It's 12 knots. Direction of river flow. So uh, please draw this complete. I was trying to, okay, so try to make your drawing to be straight, please. Okay, so you are asked to find the direction of motion of the boat related to the direction of the water flow. Okay, so you know that if the stream is flowing in this direction, then you want to cross over to Onisha. Onisha is directly opposite here. Because the stream is flowing in this direction, definitely the current will carry you. You cannot travel straight because the current will carry you towards the direction of flow of the stream. So you travel at an angle to the horizontal direction. So what you are looking for now is this theta. That's what you are looking for. So looking at this picture, use the trigonometrical ratios, and that is cosine. This is adjacent at this hypotenuse. So for you to find the direction of flow, you say cos theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. adjacent over hypotenuse. So, and that gives you 12 over 20. If you divide that out, you are going to have 0.6. So theta will be equals to the inverse of cosine 0.6, and that gives you what? 53.13 degrees. 53.30 degree. Mind you, take note that this question is a JAMB question, and you are not expected to spend more than 1 minute per question. So what you need to do, try to understand the question that you are given, then know the direct formula to apply. So if you are able to represent this in a diagram, you know that it becomes easy for you to understand. So please try to understand this short method of solving problems, especially when you are writing JAMB examination, even WAEC, right? Okay, so this is just what you are looking for, and that is it. So the the boat will travel at the direction 53.13 degrees to the horizontal. Okay, so this is just it for this particular question. I hope this is clear and this is understood. Do your drawing. Let your drawing be better than my own, please. Don't mind my drawing. Just make your drawing to be better than my own. Thanks. Okay, so we are going to solve another problem now. I said that in this class we are solving just questions. So this question number 1. Right, so this is question number 2. It's a wire question. This one says that a body of mass 20 kg set in motion by two forces 3 Newton and 4 Newton acting at right angle to each other. Determine the magnitude of its acceleration. Same thing as we did in the first one. You are going to represent it in a drawing. Since it is acted upon by two forces, it means that what you need to do first of all is you find the resultant of these two forces. Is that okay? So because the resultant will be the effective force that is representing these two forces. Okay, so you draw your diagram. Please don't follow mine, just make sure your own is straight. Just know that this is what I'm doing, then draw your own, let your own be straight. Okay, this is 3 Newton and this is 4 Newton. So you can complete it. This is your resultant. That's okay. So please complete your drawing. It's 3 Newton and this is 4 Newton. So they are acting perpendicular to each other, so which means they are at 90 degrees to each other. So here you are going to use what? The Pythagoras theorem to get the resultant. So we have the resultant r squared will be equals to what? 4 squared plus 3 Newton squared. So when you do that, you are going to have 16 plus 9, which gives you 25. So square both sides. You have r is equals to square root 25, and that gives you what? 5 Newton. So 5 Newton is resultant force that is acting on this 20 kg mass, and we know that force is equals to what? Mass times acceleration. So here you are asked to find the acceleration of the body. So acceleration is equals to what? Force over mass over the mass, which is equals to 5 over 20. So when you work that out, you have that the acceleration is equals to 0.25 meters per second squared. Okay, so that will be the acceleration. I hope this one is also simple and clear. This is also simple and clear. Okay, so just see the method, know the equation to apply. Please try and represent any question on vectors. Try to represent it on a drawing so that you will see the shape that is coming, and then you know which equation to use to solve and get your the variable that you are asked to look for, or the unknown. That's okay. So I hope this one is also simple for you to understand and to follow. So I brought some questions here for you to solve. Please try and solve these questions. An object is acted upon by two forces of this. Calculate the result out of the two forces if the angle of inclination is 40 degree and the angle is 125 degrees. Solve this problem. And also this one is just like the one that I saw just now, that has to do with a boat traveling from Asaba to Onisha. So you can actually solve this problem, put them on a piece of paper, snap it, post it on the WhatsApp number, and the WhatsApp number. I will look at them and see your method of solving. Then I will make my own comment. So we are ending this class in this note. In our next class too, we solve further problems on vectors. We are going to solve further problems on vectors. So we are not stopping here. In our next class, we'll solve other problems. But for this particular class, we are stopping here. So thank you so much for your time. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to this channel. Click on the notification button so that whenever we upload a new video, YouTube will notify you. We are bringing physics classes to your very doorstep, and right from the beginning we said that we are going to follow it step by step, segment by segment, until we cover the full curriculum of physics, or in the Nigeria curriculum of physics. So please follow us as we progress gradually. This is Normal Science Tutors Online. Reach us through the WhatsApp number that is showing on your screen. Thank you for your time. We see you in our next class.